Alright, let's talk about the hog cycle. So, if you've taken economics before, you've probably heard about the hog cycle before. And I think the hog cycle is a very well representation of how adaptive markets work in practice. So, imagine this scenario. You have a market, which is the exchange between supply and demand, goods and services, and you have farmers and people. Farmers are selling to this market, and people are buying from this market. Now, the market takes place for the first time, and farmers will bring a few hogs to this market. They will set a price, and because it's the first time, farmers have no idea about this market, and the supply this time is very limited, and so all of the hogs get sold really quickly. Now, all the farmers have their hogs got sold, and so what they think is, okay, maybe we should set the price slightly higher, or we should bring more hogs to this market. Then, the second time the market takes place, and this time there is an excess of supply. And what happens is the demand people buy from this market are not well enough to satisfy the supply, which is in excess. And so farmers go home back with their hogs. And now, what do you think? Okay, maybe we should bring less hogs next time, and maybe lowering the price as well. And so the third time the market takes place, farmers will bring less hogs. And then you can imagine the scenario this time. There will be either an excess of supply, or the supply will be less than what demand requests. And so you can imagine this cycle, which is eventually a loop that is going to take place. And it does explain really well how adaptive markets work in practice. With respect to the efficient market hypothesis that says price is just right, and it does reflect all available information, you can see that this time there is an asymmetry of information between supply and demand. Supplier do not know what the exact demand will be, and so they will try to set price higher or lower till they adjust. And so there are these two variables, which is numbers, that is the number of hogs they bring to the market, and also price. And these two variables are going to adjust till they meet the right price, which is what is explained by the efficient market hypothesis. But I do believe the adaptive market hypothesis, it does take into account more mathematics, and it's a way better representation of how markets behave in practice.